Hello, my dear ones. I'm so glad you're here today. I want to talk about something we all face, sooner or later, life's tough moments. You know the kind I mean. Those times when the ground beneath your feet feels shaky, when the sky seems permanently gray, and when you're not sure if you have it in you to take even one more step. If you're in that place right now, let me start by saying this. You are not alone. It may feel like you're the only one in the world walking through this valley, but I promise you many of us have been there. And more importantly, you don't have to walk it alone. A story from my life. The day I felt like giving up. Let me take you back to a time in my life when I felt utterly lost. It was years ago, but the memory is as vivid as if it happened yesterday. My husband, Tom, and I were raising 3 kids on a shoestring budget. Life was busy, chaotic even, but it was good until it wasn't. One winter, Tom fell ill and he couldn't work for months. Bills piled up, and I did everything I could to keep our little ship afloat. I picked up sewing jobs, baked pies to sell, and even cleaned houses when I could. But no matter how hard I worked, it felt like we were sinking. One day, I sat in the car outside the grocery store, staring at an empty wallet and a long list of things we needed but couldn't afford. I felt hopeless. I cried out loud, "Why, Lord? Why is this happening? I'm trying so hard, but it's never enough." I sat there for what felt like hours until an older woman, someone I didn't know, knocked on my window. She didn't ask me what was wrong. She simply said, "You're stronger than you feel right now. Don't give up." And she walked away. Her words stayed with me. I didn't feel strong, but I decided to act as if I were. I went home, took a deep breath, and kept going. Slowly, things got better. Tom's health improved, and we climbed out of that dark season step by step. Looking back, I realized that what got me through wasn't just grit or determination. It was the reminder that tough moments don't last forever. What tough moments teach us. Life's tough moments, as painful as they are, have a way of teaching us lessons we couldn't learn any other way. Here are a few that have shaped me over the years. 1. It's okay to not be okay. When we're struggling, there's often this pressure to put on a brave face, to act like everything's fine. But let me tell you, it's okay to admit you're not okay. It's okay to cry, to lean on others, and to take time to heal. I've learned that vulnerability isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. It's the first step toward getting the support and encouragement you need. 2. Small steps are still steps. When you're in a tough season, the idea of fixing everything at once can feel overwhelming. But here's the truth. You don't have to climb the whole mountain in one day. Just focus on the next step, no matter how small it seems. Back in that winter season, my next step was often as simple as making dinner for my family or finding one more sewing job. Those small steps added up, and eventually they led us to brighter days. 3. Gratitude can be a lifeline. I know this sounds counterintuitive, but in the darkest times, finding something, anything, To be grateful for can be a powerful way to keep going. During that tough season with Tom, I started keeping a little notebook where I'd write down 3 things I was grateful for every night. Some days, the list was as simple as the kids laughed today, or the sun came out for an hour. But those little reminders of goodness gave me the strength to face another day. A second story. When kindness changed everything. Let me share another story with you. This one is about a woman named Maria, my best friend since childhood. Maria had a son who was going through a very tough time, struggling with addiction and in and out of trouble with the law. As his mother, Maria felt every ounce of his pain, and it weighed on her like a boulder. One day, she came to me and said, "Suzie, I don't know what to do. I've tried everything to help him, and nothing works." We sat together for hours talking and crying. Finally, I said to her, "Maria, you can't fix everything for him, but you can love him through it." And that's exactly what she did. She loved him fiercely, even when he made mistakes. She showed him kindness, even when he pushed her away. And over time, her steady, unshakable love became the anchor he needed to turn his life around. Maria taught me something powerful. In tough moments, love and kindness can be transformative, not just for others but for ourselves. Practical advice for navigating tough times. Now, I don't want to just share stories with you. I want to give you some practical tools to help you through whatever tough moment you're facing. 1. Find your anchor. When life feels chaotic, find something to hold on to. For me, it's my faith. I turn to prayer and scripture, especially verses like Psalm 34 verse 18. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Your anchor might be faith, or it might be the love of family, a supportive friend, or even a favorite quote or song. Whatever it is, hold on to it tightly. 2. Focus on what you can control. Tough moments often come with a sense of helplessness, but there's always something within your control, even if it's just your attitude. Ask yourself, what's one small thing I can do today to make this moment a little better? 3. Lean on your support system. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Whether it's a friend, a family member, or a counselor, there's no shame in reaching out. You don't have to go through tough moments alone. 4. Give yourself permission to rest. When you're carrying a heavy burden, rest isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Take time to recharge, whether that means taking a nap, going for a walk, or simply sitting in silence for a few minutes. A message of hope. If you're walking through a tough moment right now, I want you to know that you're stronger than you feel. You have more resilience, courage, and grace within you than you realize. And remember, tough moments don't last forever. The storm may rage for a while, but it will pass. And when it does, you'll emerge stronger, wiser, and more compassionate than you were before. As I sit here reflecting on all the tough moments I've faced in my life, I can honestly say that each one has shaped me into the woman I am today. They've taught me to appreciate the beauty of life, to cherish the people I love, and to trust in the unshakable hope that better days are always ahead. So, my dear ones, keep going. Take it one day at a time, one step at a time. And never forget that you are deeply loved and never truly alone. With all my love, Grandma Suzie. Thank you, my dears, for spending this time with me. Remember, life's journey is better when we walk it together. If these stories and reflections warmed your heart, be sure to subscribe and join me for more wisdom, comfort, and a little sprinkle of joy. Together, let's keep growing one story at a time. Until next time, stay safe, stay hopeful, and remember, you're never alone. Grandma loves you.